Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the OPJellicent, and I have our Week 7 match of Season number 6 of the WPL, going up against HK Takiyo, coach of the Barcelona Garchomps. He's had a very solid season so far. He's currently sitting at 5-1, and we're not doing too bad ourselves. We're currently sitting at 4-2, but this is an in-conference match, so we really want to win this one, because that'll set us up at 5-2, and that'll be really great for our playoff push. But Takiyo's team is really hard to prep. Was really hard to prep for. He had a ton of threats like the Autotomy Celesteela, Dragon, and Zygarde, and then other potential brings were Calm-Mind, Suicune. He had a Snorlax, so that could be Curselax with like recycled Figgy Berry, but I had a ton of trouble prepping for it. But I was really sad when I didn't see Suicune at Team Preview, because assuming it would have been the Crocoon set with Calm-Mind Rest, I had a Psy-Up Dragon Dance Lottie to deal with that. So had I Psy'd up on that thing and then I got a Dragon Dance up, I could have swept him with reverse swept him with that mon. So unfortunate they didn't bring that. So, but other than that, we just have Tail Glow Manaphy, triple Sashers right here with the Emboar, the Galvantula, and the Gengar. The reason for that is Autotomy Celesteela is a big threat, so Emboar was kind of my safety blanket for that thing. And then we have obviously Sashweb's lead Galvantula. And then this thing was meant to switch into a Curselax, and the idea was we threw off a Clear Smug and then Destiny Bonded to knock that thing out. And then I believe this was just Assault Vest, 4 attacks, Mamo, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Knockoff. So that's kind of what we're working with. Once again, it was a really tough match to prep for, but I honestly think I prepped pretty well for all the threats. But it was just one of those things where you can't really prep for everything. Like, Greninja was a huge problem to this team, as you guys can see. Scarf Rotom could be a little bit of an issue, but let's just go ahead and get into the match right here. I end up leading off with my Galvantula, just trying to get the webs up right away. He leads off with the Hariyama and Fake Out. I know I can take a Bullet Punch from this range, so I just get up the webs right here, as he goes right for the Fire Punch and just knocks me out. Now here, I decide to bring out my Latios, and he actually makes, I'm not sure what his mindset was right here, but I guess he thought he would live a Psychic. He was probably Assault Vest Hariyama, but had I had Psyshock, which I do, I actually knock him out. Obviously, I had Psyshock because I want to hit the Suicune on the special side, the physical side, after we copy all its Calm-Minds with Psy-Up. But I actually decided to make a double here into my Manaphy, which is the Z Rain Dance, and he goes right for the Throat Chop. So it kind of sucks that we switched out there, because this was the win condition, but I decided to throw off my Hydro Vortex now and just forego the Z Rain Dance in this match. And unfortunately, he brings out the Rotom Cut, so he's going to get rid of our Sticky Webs right now as I go right back out into my Latios. And now he's going to go into the Hariyama as I just throw off a Dragon Pulse, and I believe I just follow it up with a Psyshock after this attack right here. He might have saved it. He does in fact go out into the Greninja. That play was right there was pretty funny, because I actually nearly Dragon Pulsed. I actually had it selected, but then I actually canceled last second. So a little bit unfortunate that we clicked the Psyshock at the last second right there, but it's fine. I just decided to sack off Lottie right here, hoping he would kind of over-predict and predict something like my Manaphy or my Assault Vest Mamoswine, but he just goes right for the Dark Pulse as he brings in his Zygarde here on a Wild Charge, and we're not at a really great spot right now. He goes right for the Substitute, and now that he's behind the sub, I go right here for the HP Ice, just to break that Substitute right now, as he goes for the 1,000 Arrows and brings me down to Sash. We are immune to Extreme Speed, so we don't have to deal with that right now, but he actually switches out into his Piloswine here on another HP Ice, and I'm playing really safely, which is a bad idea when you're playing with Hyper Offense, as I get the play right here and go into my Manaphy on an Ice Shard. I guess maybe he expected the Destiny Bond, so he wanted to hit me with a priority move, but now he goes back out into the Piloswine on this mon, and I just knock off its Eviolite for some of my other mons to do some work, as he goes for the Earthquake and does quite a bit, indicating to me he does have attack investment. That was not a roll. The max I would have done was, I believe, 60, so he would have lived no matter what. And I'll just go here into my Manaphy and pick up the kill with Surf. So at least it's not a 6-0, but we still do have potential, obviously. He just knocks me out here. I didn't have a switch in anyway, as now I can go out into my Emboar and threaten him out. He goes back into the Zygarde, as I believe I just threw off a Flare Blitz. Yep, and that's not going to do that too much, and I believe this is where he just knocks me out with 1,000 Waves, I believe. Yes, 1,000 Waves, interesting option. I'm not really sure what that move does. It might be 1,000 Arrows on the special side, I'm not quite sure. But I go into Gengar right here, and I just click the Destiny Bond. Obviously, if he has a Bullet Punch on this thing, I'm pretty sure it gets a Bullet Punch. He can't do anything, as now he goes right for that. If he had Bullet Punch right there, he could have taken the 5-0, but he actually goes out into the Celesteela right now. And right here, I actually got kind of lucky. I go for the T-Bolt and get a Paralysis. So now I know I'll outspeed it. And it was actually a Weakness Policy set with Autotomy. So he could have gotten the 5-0 if I didn't get that para. But now I'm just going to get to knock that thing out. And we get another differential point, which is pretty cool. But now he just goes Greninja and knocks me out with the Water Shuriken. That is going to be GG to Takiyo. So really, our game plan did not work out. I was really banking on him bringing Suicune, but when you have this many threats to prep for, it just gets kind of tough. And I don't know why Takiyo landed with this draft. It's so busted. Celesteela, Zygarde 50. Kind of reminds me of OU, but yeah, that's going to be that, and we're going to go ahead and fall to 4-3. Takiyo is going to move up to 6-1, which is cool. I mean, you know, we still have a chance at playoffs. We still have 3 more divisional matches this time, but next week we are going up against Matt O'Shea, coach of the Montreal Melodics, who I believe, I'm not going to spoil their this week's match, but going into this week they were 4-2, so you guys should go ahead and check that match out too. And I don't believe I said at the beginning of the video, go ahead and check Carlos out, HK Takiyo, and go ahead and check out his side. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week.